Hello, my friend. How are you? I hope that you're doing well. And today I just wanted to stop by your inbox to say Happy Easter. Spring is a beautiful time for renewal. Spring is a time of compassion, of things coming to life. And that means you as well. That means that you can renew and rejuvenate yourself at any given moment. Whenever you choose to spread your wings, whenever you choose to shine your light, is when you will do so. So I thought I would share a quote from my new favorite book, which I'm just loving this book. It's called Inward. One of the quotes that stuck out to me that I thought would be so reflective, especially after the Shine seminar, which I'll talk to you in a minute about, is this: a real sign of progress is when we no longer punish ourselves for our imperfections. I'll read it one more time. A real sign of progress is when we no longer punish ourselves for our imperfections. And love it. So I got this on Amazon in case you want to check it out. One of the reasons I love this book, I love opening it up and finding a random quote and reading it because it's always on topic of either what I'm going to be talking about with my clients or in a class or for personal growth as well. So last weekend, I had the privilege and honor of co-hosting an event called Shine, a women's empowerment seminar, where we guided this lovely, beautiful group of women into their light, into understanding who they are and why they are of value. And part of that theme came across through it was unbelievable. Through each woman that attended was the sense of how they devalue themselves, of how they speak to themselves internally. The outside world may seem fine, it might seem like they're doing well, but on the inside, how they're speaking to themselves, and this is, I know, for most of us, is not a nice way. So, in my book, The Goddess You, I talk about that inner Shmigo guy. He's fear and ego together, and his job is to keep us living that fear-based life, right? He also sparks that internal bully that we have, right? That voice that stands on you that tells you you should be devalued, that you aren't worthy, that you should stay in this pain, that this is the life that you've created or that you deserve. You don't deserve more. And how dare you spend money on yourself, or how dare you have a dream, or how dare you ask for help if you need it because you should be strong. Those are all lies. And those lies are what keep us playing in a smaller life. That's never a fun place to be, because we aren't receiving then. We aren't filling up with that true abundance that God meant for us, that He wants for us, that He wants for you. There aren't people out there doing things because they're more worthy than you. They're out there because they have that confidence, because they're leaning into God light, because they're using that as their motivation point, right? They're understanding that love can guide them. That's the only difference between you and the person that you're aspiring to be, or the person that you're looking up to. So what is it that you're holding right now? What are you struggling with? What is that one thing that's taking all of your attention and all of your energy? How can you utilize this beautiful renewal time of forgiveness, of compassion, and work on releasing it for you? Working on filling up yourself with this beautiful light that you don't have to hold pain any longer. How can you utilize this beautiful season of Easter, this beautiful time of forgiveness, of self-forgiveness, of forgiveness of another, of turning to compassion, of rather than burying down your feelings and your not understanding and going in the chaos of the outside world, of being still and following your feelings to the motion that's causing you the pain. So look, I'm going to share a little bit of the day with you in following this video. And I'm also going to give you a special code, because at the end of the day, I want you to attend Shine. I want you to have the best life that you deserve. I want you to realize the stories that you're telling yourself, those things that you feel that make you who you are, they're not the truth. The truth is that you're a perfect, loving soul, and you are meant to be here. You are meant to claim your life, to shine your light, to be here. So the next shine is going to be in August. Will you put that energy into you? Will you be able to show up for yourself? I'm offering you a special early girl code so that you can sign up, so that you can show up for you, and you can find out what these women in this group found out for themselves is that they had been denying their truth, denying their own light. They had been worried about everything else under the sun except for taking care of themselves. And that's not a good place to be. One woman shared that she almost didn't sign up through. Her son had passed away a few years ago, and she had been living with such grief, unable to move forward, unable to even remove his items from the house. And he showed up and he gave his mom this confirmation of how much he loved her and how his light was still there, and gave her permission to move those belongings out of the house, number one. And number two, he called on her to ask for some help, to call on some friends to see her through. So she didn't have to do these things alone, because she was feeling stoic, like she had to move through this grief all by herself. So in the reading, he said, my mom almost didn't come today. And I'm so proud that she showed up for herself. I'm so proud that she's deciding to finally put her first instead of everyone else, instead of even me. So he claimed some responsibility too, of how he left her with unsettling words. This was healing and pivotal for her to move forward. So I wonder, what would be healing and pivotal for you? I hope you have a blessed day. All right, so I'm Jeannie, and this is In Spirit, the little space that I created in order to first live a dream, living in spirit, living with God, and shining a light outward in order to help other people heal, whether that's through grief, whether that's through trauma, pain, or whether even it's a block in their life. So people come to me for readings to connect with their loved ones, but also to connect with their path, the reminder of who they are, their God self, their true self. So today is all about living in spirit, helping you to do the same, and helping you to shine, because your light is needed here in the world. And you'll ask me, people say, well, how do you know? How do you know that I'm special, or I have a gift, or I'm worthy or valuable? And I'll say, well, angels don't lie, because the truth be told, I can see everybody's God light. I've always had this gift throughout my life of seeing their highest and best good. There's some all around the heart and the chest, right? It's really heavy. He's making you feel like you feel so responsible, unbelievable, like you can't go on throughout your day. Like I feel like it's hard to get up. I feel like it's hard to function. It's hard to smile, and there's not a lot of joy.
Well, I force it.
Right.
So I'm doing extreme.
And this isn't about like making believe this doesn't happen or that your grief is not real. He's continuing. He's like, please tell my mom this is not an end. Like, I didn't stop at this age and not grow. He says, please tell her I'm growing. Tell her I'm evolving. Tell her I'm a really good leader. That I'm doing good. That I'm making up for the things that I didn't do right. So those are the things he's still doing. And the knocking at the house, he's saying, he's letting you know he's okay. He's giving you permission, not that you need it, because you do not, to go on and stop living in this pain and to throw away the things, donate them, get them out of your house. He's like, it is toxic. It's toxic what's happening, and it's becoming a hoarding. So he said,
Control them. But I do say that it's very organized, but
it's too much. And so when we are wanting new growth, and this is true for all of us, when we want new to come into our lives, we have to make space for new. Right? We have to make space for new. We have to make space for abundance. Abundance cannot come to us if we are hoarding our energy, whether it's in belonging, whether it's in our feelings, just can't grow. Right? If it's our bank accounts and our money, and we want more money and we're holding and we're not sharing, we're supposed to share. We're supposed to be generous. What I want to tell you again, like on another level of like the gratitude for you coming and showing up today, because he said you almost did it. And he said, thank you, Mom.
and I feel like there's a way that you would assist to honor him. Like his memory is not in your thing, so maybe find something that Well, that's the foundation. Thank you for sharing. Thank you.
She stands with God and angels. Oh, love lifts her from her pain. The cross on her arm is a true